Hi, I have a package for you. Should I just, a second, should I just walk around the parking lot and maybe throw it over the wall or just leave it laying here? Is this a good place for it? Should I just put it down here somewhere? Oh, maybe I'll put it in this mailbox.
I've had this problem getting my packages here for forever. I mean, one of my biggest videos I've ever posted on this channel was about UPS messing up my packages, and there's a link in the description where you can go back. And I talk about how they have this scam where they will scan a package and then drive off and say that it was never delivered, or they couldn't deliver it and there's nobody home. So when I moved here to Las Vegas, I'm here on like what is a major boulevard, right? So like there's a lot of traffic. It's a big road, and there's a lot of people who walk up and down this road. So we had to put up this big wall and a gate to keep people out. The question was, how do we get our packages, right? And normally it goes fine with most normal delivery services like Amazon, FedEx, UPS, the post office. They have figured this out, right? They figured out that we have this giant box here to drop packages in. But there's this particular company, GoFo Express, or really DHL, or any of these ones that are run by foreigners, because they hire foreigners. These people, most of them don't speak any English, and they're just way too stupid to figure out how to work a doorbell or a mailbox. I mean, how could you not notice this? I mean, here's the mailbox in question. It's a big steel box. It says FedEx, Amazon, UPS on it. I need to put a new sign on it. Maybe it blends in too much with the wall. Now, I had to put up this sign that says, this is not the apartments, private residence, private residence, private residence everywhere, which doesn't seem to work because a lot of the people who come here don't speak any English. But because I'm surrounded by apartments, see, here comes some walker, but there's apartments over there, and there's a problem is there's a 7-Eleven down the street and also a grocery store. So all day long, people got to walk to the store to get their cigarettes and their malt liquor. And so people will pull in here, and they're up here, boop, 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 trying to get in through my gate because they think that my house is part of the apartments. Well, guess what? It isn't. Another big problem we had was homeless people. Homeless people coming around here trying to steal things, trying to get in. And this happens in any big city, and it doesn't matter. I know people say, oh, you're in a bad neighborhood. These are $1 million houses around here. It's just, if you live anywhere, that's anywhere. I mean, I was just in Dallas this weekend, tons of homeless. California, it doesn't matter where you go. There's homeless people. And not only that, there's just opportunistic people. If they're walking by and they see a package, they're stealing it. So we've tried to figure out every which way we can to figure out how to get our packages, I've got solar lights put up, and then they steal the solar lights. I've put up the doorbell. I've got a camera there. I got cameras over there. I got cameras up there. I have cameras over there. I got cameras everywhere. And now I have a video of these idiots just throwing the package. So this idiot from GoFo Express throws the package over the wall. Now, this might have worked, but it's been extremely windy here in Vegas. It's usually very windy. And from what I could tell, the package landed on the other side of this gate here. The wind blew it from underneath that little hole because we still haven't filled this in yet. And then just blew it down the street and somebody took it. And they ran off with the t-shirt that I ordered. Today, this guy brings a package, walks right past the doorbell in the box, and then leaves it laying here by the gate. And I had to run over here and get it. So I don't the thing is they'll take a picture of it. Now, here's the thing about GoFo Express. I've called them. I've emailed them. They don't have an office. They don't have a warehouse. They just hire these non-English speaking, reading, moron drivers. How they have licenses, I have no idea. And why do I assume he doesn't speak any English? Because all these signs are in English, and they don't seem to make any difference to this guy. He's too stupid to figure out a mailbox! So anyway, the problem is there's nothing we can do about this. I can't control who sends me my packages. I'll order something on Amazon or from one of these companies, and then I can't control who they're sending it from. And, people complaining about the tariffs, people complaining about things. At least most of the time Amazon figures it out. Now, the thing about Amazon, UPS, FedEx, every one of them do bonehead moves. They'll just leave packages sitting out here. It should be absolutely illegal to leave a package sitting outside. Because to me, I mean, like, that's not a delivery. If I ordered food and they just left the food laying here or threw it over the wall, that's not a delivery. You can't, in today's world, you cannot leave a package unsecured outside, on the street, on the sidewalk, on a boulevard. That's not a delivery. That is not a delivery. That doesn't count. And there's got to be like some kind of protections for this. We can't do this. This isn't going to fly. So I've gone so far as to put in the instructions of my packages for FedEx, UPS, Amazon, it has the gate code in the instructions. If they just were to read it, it says, if the package will not fit in this giant steel box, okay, anything more than a shoe box, right? If it's bigger than that, if you'll at least put it on the inside of the gate, or God forbid, you could take it to the door. But, these people are really lazy. They really don't want to have to wait 15 seconds for the door to open, the gate to open, or to ring the doorbell. They don't want to do that. So I don't know what the solution to this is. I mean, basically, I could be sitting 10 feet away from the mailbox, sitting in my office or whatever, and I'm here. Guy didn't ring the bell. If he at least rings the bell, but if he just put it in the box. And the real problem here is not only, it's policy. It's like, oh, we'll just take a picture of it and then that's considered a delivery. Here's a picture of it laying on the ground. The real problem is the stupidity, and it's not stupidity, it's ignorance. We're hiring foreigners that are just, they're not trained. They're not delivery people. The people who work for GoFo Express and DHL and everything, they haven't been trained in delivery. They're not even trained enough to know what a doorbell is or a mailbox. And that's what we're dealing with, okay? So deport, get them out of here. Forget doing business with China. Forget these people. GoFo Express gotta be the worst, stupidest delivery drivers I've ever seen in my life.